Okay, so what's up, YouTube? This is Bobby from Team DeathNote, back with a deck profile. So this is my 7 Seas deck profile. It's kind of the grade 1 rush, but with a twist. It's a different build. So our starter will be Rookie Pirate Gina. Her effect is that when someone rides her Grand Blue unit, she gets called to the back as a forerunner. You can soul charge or discard a card from hand, any normal unit, so it can't be a trigger. And you check the top card of your deck. You can decide to put it on the top or bottom of the deck, and then you draw a card, so she's very good. Then the card that we run one of is 7 Seas Apprentice Night Runner. Every deck just run one of him because of the ban list. They restricted him down just to one because his effect is when he's in the drop zone, at the beginning of your main phase, you can call him out there as rest from your drop zone. Take the top 4 cards of your deck and put into the drop zone. So he's very good. He sets up a lot of combos. Now, Gina, I run her at 4 just because of the simple fact that she lets you get to have cards from your hand and then to the drop zone, those cards that you need into the drop zone early game, late game. She can do it for you, and on top of that, she's a good plus. Any type of triggers that you see that you don't want to draw into, you can put at the bottom of the deck and you have a chance to draw a good card. So she's actually very good in the deck, so we run her at 4. Now, going to the grade 3s, we run 2 Lord of the 7 Seas Night Mist. This is the break ride, like I said. It's a different deck profile. Okay, he's a limit break 4. His effect is when someone breaks right on top of him, you search your drop zone for any 2 units and you call them out there, and they get plus 5,000 power. His second effect is that during your turn, if the number of Grand Blue rear guards you have is 4 or more, he gets plus 2,000. You're not really gonna be attacking with him. You know, he's just the finisher of the deck. And the other grade 3 that he run is 7 Seas Sage Plagueton. Plagueton is good because he has an effect of Counter Blast 2 from the drop zone. If I have a grade 2 or greater Vanguard, I could just ride him. And then his other effect is that when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, choose up to 1 card from your drop zone and call it to rear guard, and at the end of the turn that unit gets retired by his effect. He's very good because basically you ride into Night Mist, you do the stride. After you attack, the stride goes away, you get to choose a grade 3 from the drop zone and ride on the Vanguard. So after that attack, you get to superior call 3 people. This is just to win the game. You don't really have to go into grade 3, you barely go into grade 3. Now, if you can't finish off your opponent while you at grade 2, then you go into the break ride. Now, let's go to the grade 2s. We run 4 7 Seas Pillager Night Spinal. Now, Night Spinal and 7 Seas Master Swordsman Slash Shade. This is the bread and butter of the deck, these 2 grade 2s. When your Vanguard with 7 Seas and its card name attacks, it could be the grade 1, it could be the grade 2 or the grade 3. You counter blast 1, he gets superior called out there to rearguard circle, he gets plus 2,000. So this deck actually attacks a lot, so it's very good on that part. And her effect is that when she gets called out there to rearguard circle, once she's out there, it's not an on-call effect. She gets plus 2,000 for every 7 Seas unit that gets called from the drop zone onto the rearguard circle. And her other effect is from drop zone, you could discard a 7 Seas from hand, and you could just superior call her to an open rearguard circle. And the last grade 2 would be Witch Doctor, the 7 Seas Rise Ruler. His effect is Counter Blast 1 as an auto ability. When he's placed on rearguard circle, if I have a Vanguard with 7 Seas, I can Counter Blast 1, call any unit from the drop zone to the field, and it gets plus 5,000. At the end of the turn, that unit dies. So we only run 9 grade 2s in the deck. Now, for grade 1s, we run 7 Seas Shipmate Night Alert. We don't really do his effect. You know, he's out there just to be ridden as a grade 1. I think his effect is Counter Blast 1 when a grade 3 Vanguard with 7 Seas attack. I think you soul charge him. He gets plus 2,000 when he gets superior called from the rear guards, from the drop zone. it's something like that, and then you draw a card. Now the other great grade one we have is Nightcrow. We run 4 of them. His effect is you retire a unit on the field, and you just superior call him anywhere. It doesn't have to be to open rear guard circle. This card, you really want to see him into the drop zone because he gets your plays going. Now we run 4 Rise Ruler. His name is Witch Doctor of the 7 Seas. Rise Tutor. You get to rest this unit. Take the top card of your deck and put it to the drop zone. If that card was a 7 Seas, it could be grade 1, 2, 3, or 0. Search your drop zone for any card of that very same grade, and you can call it out there to open rear guard circle. So very, very good combination. This card is a must-have at 4. And the other card we run is Dancing Cutlass. Now, Dancing Cutlass has a good effect. Soul Blast 2, draw a card. He makes your hand big. The deck is fast. If you get all the pieces that you need into hand early game, you basically have the game won. And we are running 1 of Boatswain Army. His effect is when he gets superior called from the drop zone onto the rear guard circle, he gets plus 3,000. He could be a 10k attacker or a 10k booster. We only run one of them. Now, going on to the triggers, we are running 4 Rough Seas Banshee. You get to Soul Charger and you draw a card. It's an act ability from rear guard circle. The other crit we are running is the 7 Seas crit, just because he has 7 Seas in his card name. Like I said, Rise Tutor. So you could get, so let's say you do Rise Tutor, you rest him, top card of your deck might be this crit, goes to the drop zone. You have this card into the drop zone, and you call her out there, you Soul Charge, and you draw a card that's giving you more Soul Bait to do Cutlass, to Soul Blast 2, draw a card, or you could do Cutlass first, and she might go into the Soul, you draw one, then you do Rise 2, then you call her out, then you Soul Charge, and you draw. So the deck becomes pretty fast. Now, it's a different trigger lineup than what you usually see. We are running 4 draws. Yes, 4 draws. It actually works very, very good in the deck. I mean, this is a very, very fast deck. 7 Seas as well for the same reason. And last but not least, 4 heals. Any heals. It doesn't really matter. Now, people don't usually run heals and the grade 1 rush. This is a grade 1 rush deck. I'm not going to lie to you. You can rush your opponent at grade 1. You can just sit there until the time is right. You go grade 2. And once you see your opponent that you have an easy opening to finish him off, you go into the break ride, like I said, you do the stride, and you just finish him. Now, the main stride for the deck is 7 Seas Dignity Night Zolia, which we run 2 of in the deck. You only stride once if you get the opportunity to stride, if you get the opportunity to go to grade 3, if your opponent is not dead. This is if you cannot finish off your opponent. Like I said, after she attacks, you counter blast 1, you take a card grade 3 from the drop zone, and you right on top of the Vanguard as rest right there, and then the break ride breaks off. You get 2 cards from the drop zone, they get plus 5,000, and the grade 3 effect is that once he gets ridden as Vanguard, you get a card from the drop zone and you call him out there. So you can basically refield your whole field again just with that. So that's pretty wicked. The only the other stride we run is Eclipse Dragonhawk Jumbo Dragon. Think you take the top 4 cards in your deck, you put it to the drop zone. For every trigger you put out there, he gains plus 5,000 attack, I think it is. Does he? Hold up. Put 4 cards on top of your deck to the drop zone, get plus 5,000. No, for each normal unit. And if you got 2 triggers or more, you can superior call somebody. You don't really go into him. I mean, the only stride you need is this. And 2 G units is a what if, like I said. It's a different build, guys. If you guys want to see combos, I can do combos with it. But really, it's a very tricky deck, so watch out of what you do. But yes, there's my 7 Seas deck profile. Thank you for watching. There's Gabby from Team DeathNote, and peace out.